I signed up to do my first backyard ultra ever. And tomorrow I got my first race day simulation. So I got 4 loops at 4.2 miles, so 16.8 miles total. And today I'm gonna take y'all through how I'm gonna do that, how I'm gonna prepare for that, how I'm gonna lay it out. So this will be week 12 of my training plans. I haven't done a race day simulation yet. This will be my first one. We're still like, what? It's June, the race is in August, so we're still a couple months out from the race. I'm gonna start doing these race day simulations every few weeks to keep me prepared. So if you're thinking about doing a backyard ultra, you're gonna want to tune in to see what I'm doing to prepare for the race. Just to give you reference, I have done 100-mile ultra marathon before, I have an Ironman, I have been a bodybuilding show. So I have a little bit of experience when it comes to preps, but not backyard ultras. So if you're going for your first one, it's gonna be good to follow along because I'm doing my first one too, and we can do it together. So let's get after it. Today, I just knocked out a 3-mile run, just a little shakeout run to get ready for tomorrow. But we are doing a quick little full body workout before I go to work because weight training is very, very critical when it comes to backyard ultras. So don't cut out all your weight training. Still keep it in as much as you can. So we're gonna get a quick little lift in. Probably we're short on time, so we're probably just gonna do 2 sets of each thing so that way I can fit it all in. But yeah, we're gonna do some incline Smith machine press right here. So let's do it. Just a quick little warm-up set. All right, that was just a warm-up. Let's add some weight to it. All right, I'm gonna add 25 to each side. All right, in order to save some time, we're gonna superset with some biceps real quick. Then we'll get into how I'm training. Gotta add some weight to that. Throw a 25 on there. Also, if you're wondering what rack this is, it's the EvoPal M2B Brute, and I love it. It's very affordable and it's got everything. It's got a power rack, it's got a Smith machine, it also has a functional trainer built on there. You can add the weight back there. Dude, it's awesome. I can do everything with it. Ever since I got this, I canceled my gym membership. I don't even go to the gym anymore, I just work out at home. So yeah, check it out. It's got your pull-up bar, a little storage rack on the back. I do have an affiliate link. I'll leave that down in the description if you want to check it out. If you use that link, I appreciate it. They don't charge you anymore, but it does give me a little kickback. So I appreciate it. It comes with some other accessories. You got some safety spotter arms and all that. But yeah, to give you a little backstory on where I'm currently at in my training is, I mentioned this is week 12. So I've been running, so 3 months now I've been running, and I slowly ramped up my running. So I started out at 5 days a week of running. I already was running 3 days a week before. So if you ain't been running at all, I wouldn't go straight to 5. I would start with 3. I was doing that for a while, but when I started my prep, I started out at 5 days a week running, and I was strength training 3 days a week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, full body workouts. That's what I'm still doing now. But I started out at 5, and I slowly ramped up for like a month or so. Then I added a day to 6 days a week. I was just taking Fridays off so I could get ready for my long day on Saturday. Saturday and Sunday is my long day. So I was doing that. And then this week actually was the first week I added Friday back on. So today is Friday, and I ran 3 miles today. So it's the first time I've done that. And I'm just doing that as like a little shakeout run. It's not meant to build any endurance or anything. A little short, slow paced to get my legs warmed up and loose to get ready for the big day tomorrow. Saturday is always my longest day, and then Sunday's like a medium long day. So I actually added that today. That was the first week, and that's 12 weeks in. And I think I'm going to maintain that. I'm going to try to maintain that until race day. But Fridays will never get longer than 3 miles. It's literally just a little slow, easy paced shakeout run. So now I'm at 7 days a week running and 3 days a week working out. And I'm gonna try to maintain 3 days a week, but I may bump it down to 2 because I have noticed my body is definitely starting to take a toll. Like it's definitely starting to catch up to me. And I'm not recovering as well. Like my legs are sore after I worked out Monday. So I'm just have to be cautious about it. And if I feel good, I'm gonna get 3 days a week in. If I don't, I'm gonna try to get at least 2. Just because I like to weight train, like that's my thing. So I'm trying to keep 2 in there. Especially now that I bumped up 7 days a week, I may have to put out one of the weight training sessions. And my intensity is a lot lower. So like I'm not working out super hard. I'm just, like I said, I'm only doing 2 sets for each. And I'm not going like super hard. I'm just trying to maintain and try to keep my muscles strong while I'm doing so much running, because I'm probably gonna tear down a lot of muscle. So I'm trying to maintain as much as I can. So this week, so I have got up my longest week yet is 50 miles. So I worked myself up to 50 miles. I got 47 last week. I'm gonna get 48 this week. So I had like a deload where I went back down, and then it's gonna slowly ramp back up. I think my peak mileage is like 80 something miles in 1 week. That's like my peak training week, and that's with a 50-mile run. So I have a 50-mile race day training simulation that day. So that's why it's so high. But yeah, so that's kind of a backstory where I'm at. My Saturday runs have been around 13 miles-ish. They change every week a little bit. So yeah, I got pretty good endurance. I have really good endurance right now, but it still needs to go up. My goal right now is actually to drop a few pounds. My appetite has been through the roof. Like I have been so hungry. I've been eating like crazy. My problem is I'm eating junk food. Shh, don't tell nobody I'm eating junk food. And I can't stop. I've been hungry. So just know that if you ramp up your running a lot, you're probably gonna be hungry. So just be aware. Try to get some healthy foods near you and available, so you eat the healthy food, not the junk food like I've been doing, because it's not gonna help you out. But yeah, trying to drop a few pounds. I weighed 178 this morning. I like to be about 170 on race day. Not because I'm trying to lose any muscle, because I just want to be a little bit lighter. When you're a little bit lighter on your feet, it helps you run a little bit. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be like 160, but if I can stay at like 170, I think it helped me out a little bit. It helped me, be a little lighter on my feet a little bit, so I can run a little better. But honestly, right now, I can still run pretty good. But I know how it is. The lighter you are, normally the more efficient you are running. So that's what I'm trying to do a little bit. Like I'm not trying to lose a lot of muscle. I would like to drop a little body fat, hold a lot of fat on my legs. I'm trying to drop some of that. But yeah, so that's a background of where I'm at. Let me knock out a set real quick. We'll come back to me. Probably knock out one more set of those, because that first one wasn't really a set. It was like a warm-up. So we'll probably add some more weight and do one more real quick. What you looking at, G? Sorry if y'all hear a little humming. I got a fan going right here. And I got my buddy G. Come here. This is my workout buddy right here. Come here, boy. Come here. I don't know if y'all can see him. That's my boy Grover. My workout buddy. Ain't that right? Yeah, so that's the background of where I'm at currently as far as training. So the reason I tell you that is because to give you a reference of how much endurance I have to how much I'm running. Because 50 miles is a lot. Like don't ramp up your miles to 50 miles really quick if you don't have a good base, if you hadn't been running for a while, because you're gonna get injured. Trust me, it's gonna happen. So take it slow progression. I started out at like 20 miles, and I was already doing 20 before. So I started my prep at 20, and I've slowly ramped up every week, over 12 weeks. So give yourself time. If you have a race day, give yourself months in advance to start training for it. And even give yourself months before you start doing some race day simulations, because you need to build up that endurance, a good base, because if not, you're more than likely going to get injured. Trust me, I've done it before. I injured myself when I was training for my 100-miler, and I was out for 3 weeks. You don't want to do that. It's not good. You don't want to injure yourself because then you can't train at all. So I literally had to take 3 weeks off, and it was the worst thing ever. It was brutal because I hate having missed days. So yeah, ramp it up slow. Be smart. If you feel like you're getting injured, do some active recovery. Take a few days off. I promise you, taking a day, 2, 3 days off, even a week, it's not gonna kill your progress, I promise. So if you need to take a day off, if you feel like you need a day off, if you feel like you're getting injured, take a day off. It's not gonna hurt you, I promise. I know I said I was doing 7 days a week, but that's just because I'm a overdoer, and I know that. And honestly, it probably hurts me more than it helps me, but that's just how I am, and I like to prepare because it helps me in my head. Because like, if I can over prepare, it means when it comes to race day, I know that I've done everything in my power to go out there and execute on that day. Because if I don't do that and I fail, then I'm gonna feel bad because I didn't do everything that I could have done to succeed in my race. So I'm kind of an over prepper. So that's just me. You don't have to do that. But if you're like me, hey, go for it. You know how you are. So yeah, you don't have to do 7 days a week. Really, if you're training for an ultra, I would say you probably need at least 5 days a week. But don't start there. Start at 2, 3 days, work your way up. If you're doing just a marathon, you definitely could get away with like 4 or 5 days a week. But if you're doing an ultra, you're gonna need to add some more runs in there to get more time on your feet because you're running a lot further. You gotta build those little muscles up in your knees and your ankles, your hips. You gotta build all that up. So it's just gonna take a lot of time on feet. Not necessarily like fast-paced interval workouts, but just slow, easy runs, zone 2. Really just getting time on your feet. That's really all we're doing. So, yeah. Let's knock out one more set, and then we'll talk about tomorrow's run. I gotta hurry up. It's already 6:30. I gotta leave in 30 minutes, or I gotta be done in 30 minutes. G-Money. Oh, I didn't add no weight. Bro, I have loved having a Smith machine. Normally I don't like doing Smith machine work, but when you work out at home in your own garage gym, a Smith machine is clutch because it acts like a spotter. So like if you get stuck down here, you can always just rack the Smith machine back in the rack and then you can get out. If you're doing free weights, like a regular bench press or incline, you get stuck under the bar by yourself, you're screwed. You're gonna have trouble getting out from under. So this has been clutch to have in my garage. Used to, my other rack didn't have a Smith machine. So when I got this, lifesaver. I love doing this because now I can actually push myself a little bit. As y'all saw on there, I kind of failed a little bit on that one rep, but I can push myself more, and I'm not scared to get stuck under the bar because I can rack it in the Smith machine. I can just roll it back and it racks. So that's been clutch. If you work out at home, be smart. Don't be stuck under the bar. Get you a Smith machine. I love that thing. It's been clutch. Alright, that was 3 sets, or warm up and 2 sets. But yeah, I told y'all I ran 3 miles before this. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is the days I'm doing my full body workouts. And I'm actually running right before those workouts. I'm doing that first. I was splitting it up before work and after work, but I got to where I just don't like to work out in the afternoons anymore. I just don't. I can't do it. I can't make myself do it. I'm not motivated, tired after work. So I've decided to squeeze them in both in the morning, which means I have to cut way back on my workouts. Like normally I like to do 3 or 4 sets, but lately I've just been doing 2. That's all I have time. And I have to superset everything to save on time. So that's why you see me supersetting, and I'm gonna do that the whole time. Yeah, I like to get at least 3 sets. That's kind of like my minimum, but I've been having to cut it back a little bit. And I've even been cutting legs out a little bit too because my legs will be so sore from running. So I cut legs out altogether. It helps me save some time. But yeah, I've been squeezing them in the morning. So I get my full run in. That's first. I do my run first because right now my goal is running. My goal is the backyard ultra. So I'm prioritizing my running. My running comes first. And then I come in here and just get as much workout as I can in before I have to go to work. So I had to be done at 7. It's 6:33 right now, so I got 27 minutes. So I gotta hurry. But yeah, so whatever your goal is at the time, prioritize that first. Do that first so you can put more effort into that and so that you know it gets done. Because if I work out first in the morning and then I try to run in the afternoon, it may not get done. Who knows? I may quit. So I'm just kidding. I don't skip on my workouts, but it may happen. Or something may come up and I may not be able to do it. If something happens, change plans, we gotta do something. I may not be able to do it. So that's why I like to knock it in the morning. So once it's done, it's done. I ain't gotta worry about the rest of the day. So yeah, I gotta hurry up, quit rambling. Let me set up the next exercise while we talk. What we're gonna do, G? Lateral raises. All right, we're gonna set up lateral raises on this side for shoulders. We're gonna do tricep push downs on this side for triceps. And then I think I'm gonna do weighted pull-ups. So got a little weight belt. You got a home gym, this right here is it's a little weight belt, and you can hook weights to it to add some weight. It's clutch. Look at you. Wondering what that is? It's just a chain, bud. It's just a chain. That's funny. Normally he don't like sounds, like heavy sounds and stuff. You don't like this, I'm surprised he wants it. So we're gonna do pull-ups first. But yeah, you just loop your weight through here. It's a little hack to add some weight. It's like pull-ups and stuff. So that's what we're gonna do. Loop this through here. I'm gonna take this and run it through a weight plate. Boom. Now, 35 pounds heavier. So we're gonna do pull-ups with this. These are tough too. If you've never done no weighted pull-ups, these are tough. I forgot to start my watch. If it ain't on your watch, did you really work out? All right, we're gonna do some wide grips. Let's do it. Yeah, yep, way too much weight. I'm definitely a lot weaker ever since I started training. I can't do that. I used to do 45, no problem, and that was way too much weight. Probably should have started with body weight. But, oh well. All right, lateral raises, let's do it. We'll do 15 this side. Alright, so my mic is about to die. So I'm gonna tell y'all how I'm training tomorrow. So I told you I have a 4.2 mile loop, and I got 4 loops. This is my first training one. First race day simulation, and those will get longer as I do more simulations. So essentially what I'm gonna do is I'm mapping out a 4 mile loop. I can't decide if I'm doing it at my house, I'm gonna do it at my mom's house. She got a bunch of roads that loop back around each other. So I would recommend find you a loop that's one loop that's exactly 4 miles or 4.2 miles. Try not to do it where you have to go back and forth, because then that's gonna make it a lot harder. It's already gonna be mentally hard to do the same loop over and over again. So if you have to like turn around and go back and forth and past your house or whatever, it's gonna be harder. So find you a loop somewhere, set up you a base station, wherever you're gonna start at, get you a chair, practice like it's your race day. So you've probably watched a few backyard ultras right now, you know how they work. You set up your little camp, your tent, get you a chair, get you your food, get all your electrolytes, get several bottles, take several bottles with you, have them all prepped, have your electrolytes, have your water. If you're gonna carry anything with you, if you're gonna have a belt, if you're gonna use that on race day, use it in your practice. Practice like you play. You've heard that before. So try to do it the same way you're gonna do on race day. But what I would recommend you do, the one thing I would recommend you do different during your practice is use different substances, like use different gels, use different electrolyte powders, use different ones. One, so you can see which ones you like. Two, so you can see which ones work best with you. Because some people, they sit different on their stomach. They don't sit well for some people. So you gotta find which one works for you. Find which one you like, the taste, see what ones work better for you, give you the most, energy, things like that. Have some caffeinated gels, have some that's non-caffeinated, have some chews, have some food, different types of food, real food. So you gotta practice running with food on your stomach. So take some real food, because at some point you're gonna need to eat some real food. You can't just rely on gels, or some people do, but like, if you can rely on gels the whole time, honestly, do that. That'd be easier, but probably gonna wanna throw some real food in there too. So take you some real food, like a PB&J, ham sandwich, whatever you like, junk food, Oreos, Coca-Cola. A lot of people drink Coke while they run. I haven't got on that trend yet, but there's definitely some like research behind it. So yeah, try different things. That's what I recommend. Even if you did something different every lap, like every loop, take a different electrolyte powder or take different gels. Try different things, see what works for you. Try to figure out your pacing. That's what's going to be critical in this prep, in your race day preps, is figure out your pacing. What pacing works best for you? Do you want to finish at 48 minutes? Do you want to finish at 55 minutes? Do you want to finish at 40 minutes? How fast do you want to run? Be smart though, because it's going to be a long race. So don't go out the gates blazing, because it's not about how fast you run, it's about how far you go. So remember that. Be slow, find a pace that works for you. To me, I think I'm going to try to hit around like 48 minutes. 48 to 50, maybe 52 minutes. That's going to be my range, 48 to 52. So that's like a, I don't know what, 11, 12 minute mile. So 48 to 12 minute mile. So that's what I'm going to aim for. So yeah, that's gonna have some running and walking in. I'm gonna try to be smart. My race has a lot of elevation, so I'm gonna walk the ups, run the downs. Unfortunately, where I live, there's no elevation, so I can't practice that. But I'm just gonna add in some walks in my runs. So practice your walking strategy, your pacing strategy. If you want to run the whole thing, practice that. Be ready for it. Have a game plan, and you could even practice different strategies on different loops. So first loop, practice one strategy. Maybe it's a 15-minute run, 5-minute walk, or it's a 20-minute run, 10-minute walk. I don't know. Practice different strategies. It's a 7-minute run, 3-minute walk, 7-minute run, 3-minute walk. So you can try different strategies, try different things that work for you. If you have elevation near you, try walking up the elevation, running back down, whatever you got to do. Try different things and figure out what works for you, what works best. Because something that may work for me may not work for you. Everybody's a little different. So find what you like, find what works best for you. And ultimately find which one helps you go the furthest, helps you keep going and not stop. That's the goal. So tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I have some gels. I like to use applesauce. I like to use the G1M Sport. I use some of that. I'm actually going to experiment with some of my own electrolytes. I'm going to literally just take water and I'm going to put salt and I'm going to put sugar in it and mix it up. And I'm going to try that, see if it works. I've seen people do that. And I even have some like the Mio squirt, the Mio flavor. Put some of that in there and it'll give you some flavor so you can do different flavors. So I'm gonna try that out, try different gel. I'm gonna take some real food, like protein bars, probably get some like Uncrustables, maybe like a ham and cheese sandwich, maybe eat some junk food like some Oreos or something like that I may throw in there. So I'm gonna try different things. Luckily I have several race day simulations so I can try different things throughout them. But yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So my goal is like 48-minute loops, so I have 12-minute rest. So literally take you a chair. You don't really have to take a tent unless you want to. On your race day you probably have a tent. But I'm gonna do mine super early in the morning, so hopefully it won't be too hot by then. But yeah, I'm gonna have a chair, have a little table set up, put all my stuff out on the table, have my electrolytes already mixed up, and my water, because I'm doing this by myself, so I don't have somebody to help me. On rest day, you'll have somebody to help you, hopefully somebody goes with you and they can help you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and have it all laid out, all set up, ready to go. So when I get back in, I'm gonna sit down, prop my feet up, make sure I'm watching the clock, because I gotta start top of the hour. Make sure I'm refueling. Refueling is key. You gotta get your electrolytes in, gotta get your gels in. That's gonna be key. So yeah, that's how I'm doing my first day race day simulation. And honestly, this is my first one, so I'm sure I will learn a lot. The goal is to learn on your first one. It's not necessarily put up a good time to impress anybody. Like the first one is to learn and to ultimately go the whole distance. I got 16.8 miles. So my goal is obviously to hit that goal. But really, the main goal about tomorrow is learning my pace, learning what I can eat, learning how much electrolytes I need, how much carbs I need. If I feel like I'm too tired during each loop, I may need to up them a little bit. Figuring out what sits on my stomach well, that's what I'm gonna be doing. So that's the goal of tomorrow. So that should be your goal. Your first race day simulation. Don't try to do nothing crazy. Don't try to go super fast. Try to start learning what works for you. Learn your pace, learn your fueling strategy, learn any kind of recovery things. Like if you need a foam roller, take your foam roller with you. You can roll out your calves, your hips, whatever. Take a massage gun, sunscreen. That's critical. If you white like me, take some sunscreen, practice doing that. Wear your sun hat, sun protection. If you're gonna run with like a cooling neck thing or something, or sun shields, wear all that during your practice, because you're gonna feel more comfortable when it comes to race day. Practice like you play. I know how that saying goes or whatever it is. So yeah. Yeah, that's about all I can think of. I'm trying to think of what else I can do tomorrow. I will film. I'm gonna try to film tomorrow. We'll see. I'll try to film some of my workout tomorrow, and we'll post that up. So actually, like mid-race, like actual race, y'all can see my actual simulation. You can see what I'm doing, how I'm feeling. I can talk y'all through it, what I'm thinking. I have a little 360 camera. I'll take it with me on my runs. Then I'll film like my little intermissions in between each, so y'all can get a good idea of what I'm actually doing and what it actually goes into it. Hope this helped y'all. Definitely practice. If you're training for a race, if you're training for a backyard ultra, definitely get in some simulations, because the more you practice it, the better you're gonna get at it, and the more comfortable you're gonna feel when it comes to race day. So I like this kind of idea of doing the strategies, because like for my ultra, there's really no strategy. For the ultra, I literally just went out there and ran and never stopped, and ran as far as I could. So this one's a little bit different. There's a lot more strategy that goes into the backyard ultra, because it's not about running and not stopping. You're gonna stop every hour. So there's a lot more strategy that goes into it. So we really got to figure it out during this prep. Today is June 12th. Yeah, June 12th. And I have until August 29th. So I got July, August. I got like 2 months left. Maybe a little longer than 2 months. Like 2.5 months left. So yeah, we're going to get it. So if you want more Backyard Ultra content, hit the subscribe button down below. And y'all tune in next week for another YouTube video. Y'all have a great day.